Well, good morning, everyone. Warm welcome to my YouTube channel, Making It in Austria. I'm your host, Adela Mehic-Dzanic, and today my special guest is Arnela Kamerić. Arnela, dobro jutro.
Dobro jutro, Adela. Really nice to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm glad we are twinning today
Yes.
because today is all about pink.
It's about pink, and I love that you wrote, you secretly owned or openly owned the copyright of the pink color in your bio. And I'm also, since the few last years, I'm also a fan. This is Rosa, baby Rosa. I have a daughter who you already know,
Mm.
and it brought me a lot of joy. So I now we are not in with the first question, but it brought me a lot of joy last year. So where I bought the coat, I bought really a big one, splashy, similar to yours, and also the hat and all of that. And I got a lot of a Barbie comments also from the girls and also from colleagues, male colleagues. It has its yeah, the color does affect and influence us. I believe that there's a difference if you're in dark, if I'm in a dark blue, or if I really open up with the color, and it has a statement behind it. But about you, Arnela, so how did you fall in love with it's also on your logo, the Shapely logo. So how did you fall in love with the
Uh,
color?
should I start with the beginning? What is
Yes,
shape?
as you like.
So Shapely Studio is a design studio that I that officially got registered, or I registered at the beginning this year, but it's been in the making for much longer. It's a design studio where I offer visual identity services, website design, development, so anything to do with the brand, social media, brand photography, etc. And yes, I did. So this is my business card. I brought it. So, just to show that I'm on brand today. But yes, regarding color pink, it just made the most sense to me. I needed it to be something that talks to me, and I loved the color pink since I was a child. So it's bold, it's daring, it's everything that my brand stands for. So I wanted to really translate it through color as well. Not just color, of course. I offer so much more than pink, but but yeah, I really wanted to have something bold and out there to catch people's attention and something that speaks to me. So yeah.
Beautiful. Do you want to share more about how you started the Shapely studio? So you've been employed right before, so and then you decided to start your own business. So how does it feel to be in your own business? So what brought you there? So did you had some struggles, challenges, second thoughts about it?
Yeah, so I have to start then way back. If you're asking me this question, it really starts at my university. So I'm from Sarajevo, from Bosnia. I actually studied there, Bachelor of Psychology. So I wanted to work with children with cancer, so which is completely something else than now. But after bachelor's, I decided to move to Vienna to continue my master's in psychology. Was really excited about that. But in the meantime, I started a YouTube channel where I was like you documenting life in Vienna. I was documenting literally from taking the suitcases from Sarajevo to Vienna. That was my first video. Moving vlog to Vienna, and it was a very successful channel because people were very interested in this topic, which is, I think, it's amazing that you also have this channel to
Yeah.
show people what life in Austria looks like actually through experiences of other people. And through that content creation on YouTube, I really fell in love with digital marketing, content creation, social media, photography, and other things. And that lasted for a few years. For 4 or 5 years, I had that channel. And in the meantime, I actually stopped my master studies. Kind of wanted to see where life takes me and in which direction I want to go. It didn't feel right at the moment, even though I really love psychology. I got a job and got into really digital marketing. I became a digital marketing manager in one organization where I really developed my skills in digital marketing and branding and graphic design. So here we are today, put all of that together. Even psychology is huge in branding. Just being able to put yourself in the shoes of some of my customers'
Mm.
target audience to know, okay, what might they like when I design the visual identity for them, when I figure out a strategy for their brand, their website. There is a strategy behind everything. There's psychology behind all of these steps. So I got to thinking what would make sense now, and I thought of Shapely a bit more than a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. And I spent the last year really preparing myself for it, mentally, preparing the business, getting educated, filling in the knowledge gaps. And today I'm really proud to say that I have this holistic approach to a brand. So really as a psychologist, as a graphic designer, as a digital marketing expert. So I'm really proud to say that I can really build holistically a brand. And also my vision is to build, my mission is to build anything but boring brands. So really, I want people to connect with the daring side of them and really to not be afraid to show their business. Yeah, so that they can say, okay, I'm so proud of my brand.
Yeah.
That's my mission. That's my goal when I work with clients.
You might be one of the youngest guests that I had on my podcast. And
I
I'm
don't know.
just
I'm
thinking
28 years old. I don't know if maybe I look younger.
it might be you and Florentina Olareano. She's an amazing photographer. I interviewed her many, many years ago because there's this YouTube channel for 4 years now, and it's about maybe 2 or 3 years. She's an amazing photographer, and I see similarities with you two in a way that you so know what you want and that you don't have the doubts. And that is one of the reasons why I'm bringing that one up, is because I see you don't have any doubts about it.
Mhm.
It's on your path. And the same I felt with Tina. We call her short Tina, because she was so like, she came here to study to be a dentist because her mom is also a dentist. Hi, Tina. And yeah, so she stopped that and found her passion for photography and never second thought it again. So, and I see that with you, that you are so
Mhm.
clear. So there's no like, maybe two steps and then one step back and so.
That's amazing. I think for me, the factor that played a huge role in it, that this was my a part of it, was a big hobby for me for years. So this YouTube channel I had, my Instagram account, the videos I was making, they were really like yeah, I enjoyed that the most. I really enjoyed that the most. That's why I don't feel lazy to run my own social media. I know it's hard for a lot of people to run their social media. I enjoyed that part the most. And I just kind of found a way to put all of these pieces together and make a job out of it. Even though I'm in the beginning still, but I'm still, here. It's a big beginning.
True. And
Yeah.
congratulations to that, to you and all the support that you had. How did this interview come together? So maybe just a side note for the guests. So Arnela and I met at the Businesswoman of Bosnia and Herzegovina end of the year party, which happened in December, of course. And then we just shortly connected, and life writes its own ways. So we met again on a trip, on a flight to Sarajevo, Vienna, Sarajevo, just before the Christmas.
Yeah,
And
the
then
bus was the airplane, and we were like, we really hope we get to Sarajevo, and we didn't.
we really hoped, we had the last hopes that we are going to land from Vienna, that we're going to land in Sarajevo, but we landed in Belgrade. And in Belgrade, from there, we had to take the bus, a long, long bus ride, 7, 8 hours on a snow through the mountains, where we really had a nice, yeah, opportunity to catch up and talk and connect.
We met
And
a very famous football player.
yes, Haris, I don't know, I'm not sure if he's watching. He's busy probably with some, activities as a trainer. But it was really nice to, have someone, on this journey. So it can be also metaphorically seen as well, to have someone that you know or somehow are connected to or share similar aspirations on a journey that you are going through. It makes it emotionally and psychologically, and you know that very well from psychology, you feel more calm. You feel more comforted. You feel like, okay, I'm not alone, even though you're never alone, but you feel like, okay, I have someone next to me that I can trust, that I can talk to, that I can share my fears and hopes and all of that, even though it's a short journey. So that's where we connected.
Literally split food and
Yes.
drive.
And we had to share that bus drive without internet, people. So if some of you still remember how was it 15 or such years ago when you would go on a bus ride and there was no internet or very little connection, just to send some messages to your family so that they know where you are. So that's the trip we had. And I enjoyed it very much because, you got to connect it with people around you. Otherwise, it's how it is. Sometimes we stuck into our own, you know, um, bubble or our Instagram or where we are, and then we just connect with people outside in the world, but not with the ones sitting next to us. So maybe there's a way to change that and to find inspiration from people around us, which is also this YouTube channel, Making It in Austria. So the idea was to bring as many people as possible that are around us, that are doing amazing things, but we don't see them, we don't hear them. So they might not be present in the social media, or they might not be, publishing it on posting on LinkedIn, writing about it because they don't see the need for it, or they are thinking how to do it, etc., etc. So the idea came to, okay, let's pick up some inspiring stories. Let's connect people among each other. Let's create new opportunities and so on. Arnela, I'm curious, since you said that, the social media and the YouTube channel, when you're doing the brand for the brand strategy do you go and check what they post on social media? Do you try to connect, or do you have some other tools that you use, and how do you get to the point and say, okay, this is how I feel that it would work?
You mean when I do it for my clients, or?
Yes. So do
Yeah.
you go and do you check them online? So do you check what they post, how they write, what's their type? I don't know what
Oh, yeah, someone's
colors they
ringing
wear.
my door. When I work for my clients, I first develop a strategy. I do a strategy session, a workshop with them to see who they want to target, what their goals are, what they want to achieve with social media. And then, sure, sometimes check out the competition, also what they are posting, and then we it's all trial and error, we come up with the type of content pillars that we want to post. Is it educational, is it promotional, is it entertaining, etc. Types of content to be posted, and then it's trial and error, really, to try what is good, what is not. But really the most important thing is to be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be consistent. Lots of people give up in the first few weeks of posting and say, okay, I'm not getting any leads, nothing. But you really have to be consistent with social media. It's a long game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So I do tend to post more on LinkedIn, and then the topic is always, it always boils down to the fact that you have to show up, and and at the end of the day, it's not always about, this, how many likes you got or how many impressions or comments. because it's the life of social media is very busy. You just scroll,
Yeah.
once and then it's gone. And then
Mhm.
even but if the content is good, then it stays with you.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the back of my head, it stays. And then when I don't know, 3 months later, need something or think about some topic, and I say, okay, I know she was or he's writing about it. I'll catch up with that person, even though I don't look at number of impressions, because that's sometimes you have these hot stories related to the different topics, but I catch up with people, so it stays with you, even though if I have not liked or even if I don't have any comments left there. But the quality is important, as you said, and to know what this person stands for, so that I know really, okay, then I can reach out to Arnela for this topic,
Mhm.
and then I can reach to another person for this specific one. And if someone asks me in between, or like I get a lot of questions about finding a job in Austria, like or being already in Austria, moving from abroad to Austria. So who are the, I don't know, recruiters that I can reach out to, that are available, approachable, that you get good experience, you heard good things, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I might not like that post, but or like had an impression there, but it stayed with me, and I said, okay, go to that person. So I
Yeah.
absolutely agree. Consistency, being clear on what's your topic, and not get so much wrapped up about the number of
Absolutely.
likes, comments, and
Absolutely.
impressions.
That's why I say, when I say why is it important to be consistent, because it's important to be present on
Yeah.
social media. As soon as you stop posting for half a year or a year, people, okay, I will go into your Instagram and think, okay, she's not doing anything anymore with her business. And also to stay in people's minds.
Yeah.
A lot of leads and a lot of customers come from silent watchers.
Yeah.
They don't engage with you, they don't like your posts, they don't share your posts.
Mm.
They're there, they're watching silently.
Yeah.
And then when they need you, they will reach out. Maybe they just don't need you in this moment,
Yeah.
or maybe you're just building credibility with them at this moment, so keep posting. Really, that's always my advice. Be consistent. Stick to your strategy, stick to your content pillars. Define what you want your brand to stand for on social media. Don't go in too many different directions. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm saying don't go in too many different directions, because I'm going in a lot of different directions with my personal Instagram. Of course, with my business, I have everything now defined, but with my personal, it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm filming my life. I am in a lot of
Exactly.
directions, but with business,
It's a
yeah,
different story.
yeah.
True. I have some also cats, dogs, kids, flowers,
Clothes, traveling.
clothes, all of it, because we are that. So it's not one thing. It's like days composed of it's like a puzzle. So there's many, many things. But you're right with your brand. It's a different story. Um, Anela, I learned on our trip on our journey, that you are also being as a mentor or as a mentee. So you are also part of one or the other mentoring program. So so we talk about here about networking, importance of networking, and importance of having a mentor for various topics. So I had mentors, many, many different ones. I've been a mentor and a mentee as well. For different stages in my career, for different stages in my life. So it's like it never stops. You like kind of close one topic, and then there's another topic that comes into your life. Like in your case, now you're building your own business. Then there will be another one, another one, another one. So how did you decide to look for a mentor? So what was your trigger? So where did you look for, and all these things for people who are considering and might not be already engaged?
So I joined, I don't know if you know the Female Factor. I think
Yes,
you know
yes,
them.
yes.
I'm the inner circle member,
Yeah,
and really the things that they're offering are amazing. And one of the things they're offering is a mentorship program. So shout out to them and thank you
yeah,
for offering that. They launched this program, and they have it, I think, twice a year. And if you are part of the inner circle, then you have it for free, basically. And the first time I saw this program, I was still figuring out business, and Shapely and everything. And I was very lost. And I was thinking, okay, do I need a mentor now? There's too many things. I wouldn't know how to pick one thing.
Yeah.
But for what was prevalent for me was burnout in that moment after the last job. So I stumbled upon a mentor who is change nurturer,
Mm-hmm.
which is so on brand for her. Shout out to Judith if she's watching this, and she helped me a lot to navigate burnout and to make that change from my last job to entrepreneurship. And really, she helped me a lot. And then the second round now, again, I decided to again apply, and I had only one person in mind, that is Alisa
Yeah.
from Bosnian women, business women of Bosnia and Herzegovina here in Vienna. And shout out to Alisa also. She has been amazing. I didn't know what to expect. Again, I didn't know what to expect from a mentor. It's a bit a blurry line for me, what the mentor is doing. The first meeting with Alisa, it was so inspiring. It was like, chick, the doors are opening, and she's just showing me
Yeah.
how to be a business, how to be in business, how to network, about client acquisition. She's just so amazing. And sure, every mentor will have something else to offer, and maybe there is beauty in that that you don't know what they will be able to offer you, but to really go for it and try. Yeah, I don't know if you have any other opportunities where people can find mentors, but for me, it was the female factor. Yeah.
Yeah, true. So I know them quite well, and I know that I interviewed Matis, one of the founders, some a long time ago. Before I think it was before they launched the job board, because I know Female Factor for a long time, since I was following them, and when they were doing some joint events with the Professional Women's Network. That's one PWN. So that's one of the networks that I had my first mentoring experience. And I do recommend them to anyone looking for a great mentor. So they are really, really doing a great job. And I think they publish once a year. So they publish their mentoring application. Female Factor as well, quite well. And yeah, so if anyone is curious about the Female Factor, so there's an interview with one of their founders, Martis. So it's somewhere on my YouTube channel. And since you mentioned Alisa Kapic, there's also an interview with her. It's been probably a year, so you have to scroll down through the YouTube channel to some of these episodes that I have done. She's amazing. So she's a true businesswoman, true sales business mind. So I'm really happy that you got to with her, because that's what you need when of course, she has many other talents and skills to share, but one of them I do remember about her. It's also this American way of doing business.
Yeah. And can you say the importance of when you say we had each other in the bus?
Yeah.
It's coming from Vienna to Sarajevo. What is the chance to know someone? Chances are big if you are looking for your communities. Really,
Yeah.
to say business women of Bosnia in Vienna.
Yes.
If anyone is a businesswoman from Bosnia,
And not yet there.
really join the association. They have an amazing not just events and opportunities, but they have amazing people, amazing
Yeah.
women there who are always willing to help you. I don't know one single woman there that wouldn't now help me with something. And to be able to meet someone on a random trip to Sarajevo through Belgrade, it just says a lot about the impact of one single organization and the people who are there. So shout out really to Leila and the other Leila, and then everyone from the
Yes.
core team and leading the association, and everyone who were there before, and all the members. So really, shout out to them. It's really good to find a community. I know that not only people from Bosnia are watching this, but
Yes.
if you are, even if you're not, I'm sure that there is a community fit for your needs and
True.
your
True.
people.
And businesswoman of Bosnia and Herzegovina, I was telling to a couple of people. So it was always open for other members as well. from Balkan countries. So it's not that we look at your birth certificate or such. It's the fact that it's a community that gathers mainly the businesswomen of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and truth is that some of our content and also our activities are in our language. So that's also one of the things. So if you understand our language, so you're more than welcome, speak one of the languages, you're more than welcome to join one of the other sessions. No, some of them are opened also for non-members. You just, register, join. There's quite a lot of activities around, and there's a lot of this attention to bringing as much partnerships between Austria and Bosnia and Herzegovina through Udruženje poslovnih žena Bosnia and Herzegovina, so through Business Women Association in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So there's a strong link. And when I talk about businesswomen of Bosnia and Herzegovina to other, to some of my colleagues from Serbia, Montenegro, Albania, and such, so they do tend to, or Croatia, they do tend to say that we kind of have this strong link, so that the Bosnian Herzegovinian scene is well connected. Or like, when I talked to some of my guests from Poland, and they said, yes, there are many of us from Poland here, business-wise, living here, but we don't, at least that was some years ago, we don't, do these communities like you do. So we do tend to be one of the strongest integrated communities within Austria. So it's a known fact. But we do as well tend to carry among each other, so very strongly to be connected among each other and to know that Arnela is doing now this, Alisa is doing that, Nadina, Yasmina, and so on. So we know who is doing what. And on top of that, we do care about where we come from. So that we do care about, how are businesses in Bosnia and Herzegovina, what is that we can do, how we can, buy products from there and support the community over there. So it's very unique. I would say that the mentality that we have, the way we have been brought up, and the way we're thinking for the prosperity of everyone around us. So everywhere you put us, we make something good, right? So we try to, be the best in the community that we are now, be the best among ourselves, and also to give back to to where we're coming from. So it's a very strong giving mindset.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to praise ourselves, it's like,
yeah, we have to.
when it's true, even more. Anna, thank you so much for being my guest today. I hope if there's anything else that you would like to share, or is there some other places where people can reach you out, I will link your contact details to the description of this video, so people can reach out to you. But anything else that I have forgotten to ask you and you would like to share with us?
Just if you want to learn more about Shapely, you can go to shapelystudio.com. Adela will link it. Also very active on almost all social media, mostly on Instagram under Shapely Studio. And if you want to build a bold brand with me, I'm here for you, really. So thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you also for doing all of this. I'm sure it's very helpful to people. I know when I was in a vulnerable place, things like this were helping me when I came to Vienna, So thank you for doing that.
Of course. Just a quick question, Anna. In which languages do you conduct your business mostly, or do you have preferences?
My work language is English or Bosnian, Croatian, Serbian. And then I did do a lot of websites in German also. So I do speak German. I just don't prefer it as a work language for now. But yeah.
Okay, so all languages that we can think around us, so you can support. Wonderful. This is going to be aired as probably 101th episode, Arnela. So it's a nice number. So I hope it brings a lot of joy to you, a lot of business this year, a lot of great clients, travelings, inspiration, good health, and all that comes with it. Thank you for being my guest. And I hope we see each other very soon. No need to travel to Sarajevo through Belgrade, so we will have to catch up.
Somewhere else on a coffee date.
Thank you everyone for watching this YouTube video interview. Please do connect with Arnela and all other guests that have been on this channel. I'm looking forward to bring more exciting stories for you. Don't be shy, engage with all the guests that we have had here. They are very generous and giving. So, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps us to bring these stories further to the people. Thank
Would
you.
like to subscribe. Thank you so much, and
Thank you.
bye to everyone.
Bye-bye.